looks like the Cats will be kicking to the right of your iPhone towards the Brunton Avenue end. And if you're looking at this on the replay, the right-hand side of your screen, and in the centre, the umpire holds the ball in the air. And here is GoFooty.Live's Josh Barnes.
Renee Karras and Alice Edmonds facing each other off in the ruck. And Edmonds wins that one. Touchdown going through. Picking it up is, that'll be Campbell. Richmond, but she loses it. Willett gets a handball away. Kerrick. Quick hands through the Cats. Looking to go forward. That kicks off the line, but Darby will come up and grab it for Geelong. She does. Handball forward. A bit of space here for Geelong, but they're held up now. That was a throw.
The old one-handed hand pass, yes.
Good tackle there by Birchall. And she'll take the free kick.
This first quarter brought to you by Strawberry Seed Consulting, HR Consulting for your small business down there in Torquay. Good afternoon to you, Carly and the team. Great mark taken ahead by Grace Campbell in front of us, and she's just on the half-back flank for the Tigers. Puts it on her right boot, kicks the ball in short, looking for and finding Brennan.
Oh, silky, wasn't it?
Looks a natural footballer, doesn't she, when you see her live, even on the TV. But she's got the orange boots, kicks the ball down the ground, just finds her teammate there, and it was Campbell who kept running.
Yeah, you'd be happy to be on the end of that. It was just beautiful, wasn't it?
If you can't mark that on a day like today with a kick like that, she goes back to Brennan. And at this stage of play, we're going to have more stats for Brennan and Campbell than we know what to do with. So Brennan just runs around Kate Darby, puts it on her left boot, and dobs that to her teammate. Good mark taken. What a reach. What a reach that was.
Very impressive.
She's about a metre behind her, but just reached over her shoulders.
Unbelievable.
Lovely drop punt too, down into the forward 50.
Mark almost taken, but spoiled. That was Stahl. Kick forwards towards the goal square, picked up, taken in the tackle, strong tackle, but she got a boot to it. It's going to go through. That's a goal to Colwell. And Richmond are on the board early. Geelong haven't really touched it. So Colwell's dribbled one through from the goal square, and Richmond 1 straight 6, Geelong 0-0-0.
We might call that a Bonnie Energy Goal of the Day contender, because she not only did that, but she also not spilt the mark, had the mark spoiled, but kept going at it, fought off a couple of opponents and kicked it through for a great goal.
One at Bay as she got the ball to her.
She did as well, so a great effort there. It is Richmond 1 goal straight and Geelong yet to score. 2 minutes played, first quarter, Strawberry Seed Consulting scoreboard. Don't forget, 20-minute quarters, no time on played, so unless an injury or something like that occurs. So 20 minutes straight, and that is all it is. So back in the centre, the umpire is quite muscular, isn't he?
Yeah, he's buffed.
Wow. Really raving about this umpire. He's looking around a lot too.
Yeah, I think he realises he's on camera. So the ball goes up in the air and it's tapped down. That time, was it Karras in the ruck? Gets the ball. A teammate gets pushed over, and in the back, that might be Webster underneath there. We'll tell you when she gets up. And holding the ball, it was Karras in the ruck.
Guess who?
Yeah, Brennan. I think you know when you've been caught. So ball goes over the back. Running onto it now for the Tigers is Birchall, our former Cat as well. Gets the ball further down. This time it's Gunn. She's a gun. Runs around, kicks the ball around her body. 2-on-2 down in the goal square. Colwell just breaks the tackle. Hand passes the ball back, but good defence in the end by the Cats to get the ball and get it out. Quick kick gets smothered, and it will be out of bounds. Don't you love the optimist who climbs the fence there that far out of bounds and holds the ball back and no, we still got it.
Hey, I was impressed there by Jenna Colwell's game sense, the way she won the footy and had the audacity to try and give the ball off to someone in a better position there to kick a goal. So well done to her.
Thought she could have almost had a snap though in the end. She gave herself a little bit of room as the ball's thrown back in. Picked up by Brennan, 40 metres out, lines them up, and that's going to go off to the right. Going back with the flight and taking Mike just inside. I think that's Wakefield.
I think you're right.
Had to run a long way back with the flight of the ball there, Mark. It must have been right on the line, so she's deep in the pocket in front of the punt road.
Sneaking down to Hannah Birchall, just by herself on the other side there.
So her short pass there was no good. Kerrick picked it off for Geelong. She's tackled high, so she'll get a free kick in her own back pocket.
Nothing worse than getting a kick in your back pocket. But Sean Simpson, they just need to sort of take a deep breath at the moment. The Cats, they've been just run all over at the moment.
Yeah, well, the Tigers have gone inside 50 on 3 occasions and look very dangerous.
There's a good idea. Leave Katie Brennan by herself 45 metres out from goal. Handball over the top goes to a teammate. That might be Conti. There's a dynamic duo for you if ever you wanted it. Coming in and shooting towards 50 metre. Great kick off the ground out of the air by Chapman, wearing the now famous 37. Made famous at the Cats by Sam Simpson, not so much his dad. Hand pass out there. There's plenty of Tigers players out there. That's in the back every day of the week. And umpire says, you're absolutely right, Neil, and we'll give the free kick to Mon Conti.
Had plenty of it early, Conti. She's probably about 80 metres out from goal. She's still on centre wing almost. So she'll chip the ball inside 50, just outside 50 actually. Ball spoiled away.
Haig.
Now Geelong. Haig kicks the ball down the line on that left boot, but there's not a lot there for Geelong. Oh, it's pitched perfectly for them almost. A little bit chip and charge there for the Cats. It's going to be a free kick to Richmond, though, too high.
Might be Miller, I think. No.
Miller will have it.
In fact, it's Dempsey.
Oh, Dempsey even.
Famous name in football, Sean.
Yes, of course, Gary Dempsey. I think Brownlow medalist. What year, Neil?
73.
Well done.
Thank you very much. So the ball, Haig gets it off as a hand pass off her knees, gets it to Karras. Karras gets, that's a good guess actually. Karras gets the ball further out, rolls out of bounds, and that's going to be the, whatever they call that, lasso thing, last possession, and it will be a free kick to the Tigers, and it looks like it's Jess Kennedy with the ball in her hands.
The Tigers are happy to take the game on, try and get back inside the corridor, so that's great to see, the short kicking game.
Yeah,
well, that's a lot to do with confidence, isn't it? That you're confident that your teammate's going to be there and be better at it.
They had the whole switch all the way around, but decided to go back up the line. And Karras for Geelong's in good position to spoil here. She picks it up at the ground level as well, gets a handball out, and then we all dive in 40. Or picked up, I think it might be Conti. She's tackled hard, and the umpire will come in and throw it up.
Hello to the Karras family, they're listeners as well.
Wow, she's been good too. I've liked the way she's got off to a really good start. Maybe not high in possessions, but certainly got a hand to the footy on a number of occasions.
Getting better every game, I reckon, just as she starts to understand the game a bit more. So that's always good. Coming the other way, though, the Tigers, that's Birchall, I think, with the ball, and she is buried. She's buried Birchall, and the ball will be thrown in. We are live from the Punt Road Oval. This is GoFooty.live's broadcast of the VFLW game between Richmond and Geelong. And you're pointing at something.
Yeah, in the back there, Olivia Purcell. She was taken to ground there, and the umpire saw it, and Liv kicks the footy inside 50.
Almost made it inside 50, just on the paint, I reckon. And Geelong will get the ball inside now. Long ball towards Darby. Making position, she keeps it in bounds, almost, then she slips it over. So we'll have a throw in the forward pocket for Geelong.
Yeah, Kate will be important today for the Cats. There should be a big focal point up there, so they'll be hoping she can take a few marks there today.
So for those, a target every time, I think, Darby.
So those of you watching the video stream during the week, you'll notice that the boundary umpire comes in a few paces, taps the ball down. Maguire off the right boot. That is a Bonnie Energy goal of the day contender, no question at all. That's a great piece of forward play by Maguire. That brings the scores to 1 goal each, each of 2. Sean Simpson, talk us through that.
Yeah, Madison Maguire, she was actually getting tackled as she kicked it, and she had the confidence to wait until the tackle swung her in the right direction before she put her foot into the footy, and aimed correctly and straight through the middle from a very tight angle, so well done.
Yeah, she almost shrugged off the first one and then had to wait for the second one to drag her back around, but kicked truly. Great finish.
Now, Elise Vella is the one that's running down there with the long ponytail. Approximately how old does she look?
12.
She makes Zach Guthrie look like an old man. But it's not very much of it. But the player that she's playing on doesn't make very much of her either. So I reckon they've done the right thing there by matching them up. Ball back in the centre. Tap down. Purcell running onto it. Running towards 50 metres. Kicking the ball long and over the back. And good hands that time by Dempsey. Gets it out to a teammate, and she is off and running. That looks like it might be McCutcheon. How do we do with that?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, thank you. And that's going to go. No, it's going to stay in play. So it's Love there with her Richmond opponent. Ends up now in the hands, I think, that time of Burry. And back through into the centre, and the Tigers are away.
Yeah, they are. That's Gunn kicking the ball inside 50 and finding a target. Excellent. Beautiful kick. Not much the defence can do about that. She's going to handball it off. Brennan now, 35 metres out, has a shot that's going to hook towards the goal square. It's touched, kept in. Trying to get through. It's Colwell again, I think. No, that snap on goal on the left. That's a great finish.
That's Kennedy.
That was a bit of, if you can do it, I can do better sort of thing, wasn't it?
So we've got another Bonnie Energy goal contender.
That was a bit like looking in the mirror from the Cats goal that was happening down the other end, except I'd imagine she was on her opposite foot on that occasion, Barnesy, on the left foot, tight on the boundary line, and straight through the middle.
And she just floated back through. A beautiful finish in the end.
So we've played 9 minutes in the first quarter, and that is with thanks to Strawberry Seed Consulting. 2 goals Richmond, 1 goal Geelong. And I tell you what, Colwell down there is very, very strong. And if you add to the forward line Sabrina Frederick-Traub, they are going to be 2 very, very strong strong key forward players for Richmond in the AFLW and VFLW for that matter during the season.
Yeah, I imagine they'll be salivating over those two pairing up together. So Sabrina, she'd be in training at the minute with these girls? Yeah.
So came to Melbourne after some time at Brisbane. Obviously, she has come down here to study, also to be close to her partner's family.
Right.
So, because Sabrina's from Western Australia herself, so this was sort of like a halfway point. The partner's from down here as well. So the ball tapped down by Karras, running onto a Brennan. She couldn't control it. That might be in the back. Free kick paid. No, it wasn't. It was to Ibrahim for the Tigers. Umpire's going to come in and ball it up.
Just as you were having a discussion there, you would have heard a whistle from the inside. I think Geelong got a warning for not having 666 as Ruby Bennin was slow to get off the bench and inside 50.
Okay.
So I think that was a warning. If they do it again, it should be a free kick, I believe.
So ball coming out the other side. This time it will be Brancatisano. You know what I'm trying to say.
Brancatisano?
That's what I'm trying to say. Brancatisano. I've seen her play a lot and I can never get her name right. Ball kicked inside 50 though by Kerrick this time. Looking for and not quite finding her teammate there. That might have been Beckley. May not have been, in fact. Might have been someone else.
Throw it in the forward pocket then for Geelong. A nice free-flowing game. Both sides getting the ball deep inside their 50 each time they go there.
No, in fact, it was Beckley. Our apologies for not being able to name all of the players. A, we're new to this, but B, right over in that pocket, they're a long, long, long way away. It's very hard to see that far.
It is. And for our young eyes. Players fighting over it again. Another big pack descends, and we'll have another ball up out there.
Yeah, it's been a high standard so far, Barnesy. I've been really impressed with both sides in the early parts of the game. The way they've been able to handball and link up, and their foot skills has been very good as well.
Both sides have been very aggressive with their ball movement so far.
Like this one.
Again, here's another example of the ball kicked back in the middle. Beckley handballs it up. Snap on goal is just wide. It might have been Purcell, I think.
It was.
And that's through for a minor score. First blemish on the score sheet for either side. Geelong 1-1-7, Richmond 2 straight 12. We played 11.5 on the Strawberry Sea Consulting first quarter scoreboard.
Those behind posts don't look very big, do they?
I think they've shrunk.
Very high padding.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's they've got the long socks on, as it were. Because it just looks like they're really, really short, doesn't it? Like the ones you have at primary school. So the ball is in the back pocket for the Tigers, kicked down that side of the ground, and poor kick in the action ended up in the hands of Vanderhoovel. And Sophie Vanderhoovel's going to have a shot. She won't kick that distance. She's kicking from about 48 metres. She kicks it short, and that's a great lead.
Beautiful.
And that is a terrific piece of football.
Yeah, nice chip. I think that might be Benham.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. We'll have a look when she turns around. But she's going to be kicking from the other centre circle at the other end of the ground where they do their practice. So not that centre circle, a different one. She's coming in to kick now. She'll be kicking from 35 metres. Comes in, kicks. Distance looks good, and that is a behind.
Yeah, she made great contact with the footy. You could
she?
actually hear it from here.
Yeah.
It made really good sound off a foot. So that was a good build-up of play there by the Cats.
2 goals straight, the Tigers. 1 goal, 2-8, the Cats. 12:30 in the first quarter. Brought to us by Strawberry Seed Consulting, HR business, HR support for your small and medium-sized business, based in Torquay. Great team on the grow as well. Ball kicked inside the forward pocket. That's going to cause some grief for the Richmond players, but that particular Richmond player has gone in, and I think that might be Gunn.
It's going to be a free kick to Geelong here.
Okay, she must have taken her legs out from underneath.
Yeah.
And that might be Vella.
Not sure about the angle.
Yeah, she's not sure about the angle either. She's
creeping around.
She's doing the Jeep creep because right in front of the Jeep sign. She kicks it up in the air, and that is going to be marked. No, spilled at the end. The Cats player there can't get to it. Hands and knees in the forward pocket. Out. Oh, that was Brennan, I think, who has kicked that out of bounds on the full at the half-forward flank, 35 metres around, and it's going to be Crockett Grills, Jules Crockett Grills, having a kick from about 35 metres. She's going to, distance shouldn't be a problem, but she's going to be at a very cute angle, so she's going to look to pass it off.
Jules Crockett Grills is a great name. Chips this into the hot
Julia,
spot.
Officially.
It floated a little bit further than the hot spot, I think, and McCourt fumbled it over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in the opposite pocket. Oh, no, they've called out the full here.
VFLW football live from the Punt Road Oval Swinburne Centre. No free kick pay.
Yeah, she must have kicked that off the ground, I think. McCourt shot and it's flown over the boundary line.
So the Cats with a shot at goal.
Oh, that's poor marking by Richmond. I think that's Crockett Grills who's ran all the way over that side. Maybe that's why nobody marked her. She ran about 60 metres to get over there. And she's going to line up from about 20 metres out on a tight angle.
Cats will be pretty happy with how they've started, I would have thought, Sean.
Yeah, good start, especially if they kick this goal. That'll put them 2 points in front, so they'll be very happy with that start.
Sean Simpson with thanks to GB Foods. She has. Jules Cocker-Gills gets her first. And, yeah, with thanks to GB Foods and Wilson's Wine to us, Sean Simpson. Walk us through that kick.
Yeah, no, that was very good. I love to see when they bring that ball inside the corridor there so they can have a better angle on goal. And well done to Crockett-Grills, because as we mentioned earlier, she'd had a shot from the opposite pocket and worked herself into a transition of play to win the footy on the other side. So well done to her.
So the Cats up by 2 points, 2-2-14 Geelong. Richmond 2 straight, 12, 14, well, call it 15 minutes in the first quarter. 20-minute quarters. Remember, there is no time on in this level of football.
Yeah, great. Looking really dangerous inside 50 at the moment, Sean. It's something they've struggled a little bit with this year, but every time they go in, they look like scoring at the moment.
Renee Karras has given them a good look in the middle here too as well.
She is, as she wins that one down. Beck Webster gets it and hacks the ball forward. Ball bounce in front of Darby. She collects it beautifully. Off to Karras. Gets it on her boot. Deep inside 50 again, Geelong. It's over the top. It's 2-on-1 down there. Benham picks it up. Handball back and a shot at goal for the pocket. It's well smothered. That's good defence. That was Burry with the smother. Could have been a goal saver. That was a shot on.
That's deliberate.
And we'll have a deliberate.
Absolutely deliberate. Round the grounds with thanks to GB Foods. Seagulls 5-4-34. North Melbourne 2-5-17 in VFL football. That is halfway or part of the way through the second quarter of that game.
So a kick from the pocket. It's going to be just squared up.
It's Maguire, I think.
Oh, it's going to be marked.
Kick.
And she dropped it, but that's okay.
There's a whistle.
He's paid it.
Push in the back is what's going to be paid here.
Because she dropped the mark, Maguire, so it can't have been Maguire kick. It must have been Beckley that kicked it to her. Unless she ran really fast.
Have a shot now.
Unless she ran fast, kicked it and ran around and marked it herself.
Would be a good effort.
It would be a good effort.
So Maguire's going to kick from the point of the goal square. And she's popped that one through. What a start for the Cats after Richmond were all over them to begin with.
Her second.
They're now stretched their lead. Geelong are 3-2-20. Richmond 2 straight 12. Played 16 minutes. And again, as I said, Sean, every time they go forward, Geelong, they look like scoring.
Yeah, they've been very effective in front of goal. Their system is really standing up and great discipline there, you know. Could have quite easily just had a shot from the boundary line, but decided to kick the ball to the hot spot. And the girls did really well to work that out. Their running patterns up forward are really working well with each other, not getting in each other's way. And plenty of movement up there, which is great.
Bit of up and about action on the Geelong bench too at the moment. The coaches
and the Poison Ivy cheer squad too.
Yeah. Haven't seen much of her today.
No.
Is she out there?
I haven't seen her at all.
Maybe one of the players not playing.
That's Jordan O we're referring to. As Conti wins this centre square clearance. Brennan over the top of it. Dives under it, handball out. Working their way forward, handball forward towards Campbell. She fumbles it.
Good work, Pierce, there to get her foot in there. Oh,
Chapman. Her handball's a bit smothered. Trying to work their way out here towards Woolett. Woolett left it behind. Now Richmond converge. Handball back into the middle. Running onto it is Ibrahim. Oh, it bounced away from her. It's both teams trying to get hold of the ball.
Well
done, forcing her way through. That was Crockett-Grills. Running into trouble and gone. That'll be Karras. Did well to get rid of the first tackle. Didn't do well to run into the second. That's going to be a free kick to Klingbeil.
Yep, Klingbeil. So she kicks it to the hot spot, going up and spoiling each other, two Geelong players. Pierce was in the front, but I think it might have been Karras that got in her road. Kick round the body this time by the Tigers. Player down there. Is she wearing a helmet?
She is.
Yes.
Oh, that'll make it easier. We'll be able to tell which one she is when we find out her number.
Once we know who she is, we'll be able to tell who she is.
Yeah. If they all wore helmets, it'd make it so much easier, wouldn't it? I think it's number
keep the ponytail out.
That's it, number 24. That is Taylor Stahl.
The goal kicker.
Yeah, interesting story about her. She's come from the tough side of town and is making good at the moment. So, a really good story about how footy's playing an important role in her life. So it's dangerously close to the Richmond goal at the moment, but good defence that time by the Cats. Got it back but coming back straight at them now. Kick around the body, and the Breeze is taking that out of bounds in the full. No 1 point. Yeah. That was Conti.
Yeah, she'd be disappointed with that. She had a little bit of time, a little bit of space. She was well balanced when she went to kick, and unfortunately it just went off the side of her boot, and just lucky to be behind, Barnesy.
Yeah, well, I heard a bit of a groan from the Cats fans when the ball landed in her lap and she was running straight at goals. She would have backed herself to kick that, but it just sort of slid across. It's kicking for Geelong. It's not going to be touched before it goes out of bounds, but it's going to be a free kick.
Yeah.
Play on. It's called play on.
The Richmond player got in the back of the Geelong player.
Cats take the advantage. It's a handball their way through. Beautiful link up. This is Purcell. Jimmy ball, not great, but it'll work. Kick forward is going to land in the Cats again, or it's fumbled at ground level, picking it up. Well done there by Jarks. Ball's kicked forward and it's going to be marked. I think that'll be McLaren. And 50
right.
metres. And she's off.
That's a killer, that one, isn't it?
That hurts. The umpire's keeping pace with her beautifully.
Backwards.
Yes.
Well
So
done.
McLaren now, she's 45 metres out. She kicks quickly to the top of the square. Did well. Star over the top, almost marks it. At ground level, kick quick forward is no good.
Oh, you're going backwards.
She fell out backwards. And the umpire
Must be hard to
paid
get
a free kick
if
for
that
something.
wasn't a free
Oh, no, it's
kick.
not hard to get a free kick because they're paying one. Different person.
Different person, yeah.
This time it's Emily Ramsey. Half-time at Marvel Stadium. It's the Lions 6-4-40 to Carlton 3-4-22 with thanks to GB Foods.
Carlton.
Yeah. 3-goal lead to the
Coach
Lions
there.
half-time. So ball out there and goes out wide. And that is quarter time. On the Strawberry Seed Consulting HR for your small business scoreboard, 3-2-20 Geelong, Richmond 2-1-13. Goal kickers for the Cats, Crockett Grills 1, Maguire 2, Colwell and Kennedy are the goal kickers for Richmond. 7-point lead to Geelong. Let's have some sponsors announcements while Barnesy heads off down to hear what the coaches have got to say, and we will also talk about what's going on very, very soon. This is GoFooty.live on relay through Women's Australian Rules Football.